And welcome back to the Integrated Media Center here on the campus of Geneva College. I'm Chris Matthews, the Sports Information Director, and today we are joined by the Women's Geneva Student Athlete of the Week, Katryn Gatchell, a sophomore on the cross country and the track and field teams. We're in track and field season now, so that's kind of your focus. I was looking on the PAC website. I think you run the third fastest time in the 8, and was it fifth or sixth fastest time in the mile? So you're putting together a nice sophomore season so far. So we appreciate you stopping by here for just a minute. Tell us how you ended up picking Geneva College.
I knew I wanted a small Christian school, and both of my parents came to Geneva, so it was kind of I knew about it. 2 of my older brothers also applied to Geneva. Once I visited, I kind of knew this is where I wanted to end up. And the other school I applied to felt too big, so.
I got you. And you knew you wanted to run when you.
Yes, and I knew I wanted to run, so.
Well, I feel like that sophomore class is pretty talented in the cross country and track, but cross country, Ellie and Jesse and can't remember everything. Madison's in there, I think. Tracks, you've got Liv, you've got Judy McChesney, Morgan. I'm sure there are others, but so what's it been like competing with such a talented class?
It's been really great. It's really cool to have a large group of people in my grade. I've never really had that before in high school, and we're all close to each other, and so I think we've really helped push each other. I know to me it's been really beneficial. Running workouts with Jessie, she's always just a couple steps ahead of me, and you're always pushing yourself to stay with her, and then same with Ellie, and I think it's been really fun. Yeah,
it's fun to have a good bond of friends that can also push you as well athletically, and that seems to be what's going on with that sophomore class. So cross country, obviously your races are pretty, maybe not quickly over, but in terms of the length of the meets are just shorter, but track meets are a lot longer. So I'm curious how you sort of pass the time, how you stay kind of warm and prepared for your next race, because you may run 1 hour and then sit a couple 3 hours until your next one. So how do you sort of manage that?
Well, usually we get there several hours before the meet even starts, so people would kind of just do homework. And then once the meet starts, you warm up before your event, and then you race. Sometimes you cool down. I usually run more than one event, so I usually just try to relax, eat a little bit, drink some water, cheer for everyone else who's running. It's kind of hard to do anything except watch other people run, because it's really exciting to watch your teammates and cheer for them. And usually there's always someone from the team running, so that's kind of how we pass time.
So, and then cross country, you get a couple weeks off before track and field starts, maybe? I mean,
we get 1 week.
You get 1 week. So is there much difference between training for cross country and training for track?
For me, yes, because I run the shorter distances in track. I run the 8 and the mile. So my training changes pretty significant amount. My workouts for cross country are like everyone else's, but once we hit the track season, I start doing shorter, faster reps instead of mile repeats. So, and then we cut my mileage down a little bit too and increase the intensity.
All right. So when you aren't running and you aren't studying, what do you enjoy doing? Because I'm sure those take up a good chunk of your time each day.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind studying, so I spend a lot of time studying. Other than that, I like hanging out with my roommates and the team, and just kind of relaxing and doing whatever anyone else is doing.
I got you. And then academically, I mean, you're a biology major, so that's a pretty rigorous major. How's this semester going academically now that we're 3 or 4 or 5 weeks into it? I assume you've got to the point where you may have a test or two or a paper or that sort of stuff too.
Yeah. This is sort of a lighter semester for me.
Okay.
I'm taking some psychology classes, and then I only have 1 or 2 biology classes. But I really enjoy the biology classes.
Oh, that's good.
So that kind of helps a lot, even though it's hard. I find them really interesting, and this semester has definitely been a lot easier because I don't have any chemistry classes, which are very challenging for me. So.
Well, considering it's your major, I'm glad to hear that you enjoy it for the most part. I'm sure not every moment probably is the most enjoyable, but overall that you're enjoying it. All right, Final Four time, 4 quick questions. The first thing that comes to mind, do you have a favorite distance in track that you run? 800. You're for sure, you're all over that one. Did you play any other sports growing up besides running?
Yes, I swam, I played soccer, and I played softball a little bit.
Okay, so you were pretty active growing up then. Do you have a favorite food station at Alex's? When
The
you're
noodle bowls.
The noodle bowls. Man, you're all over that one. And then if you had to have one, would you rather have an 8 a.m. class or a night class?
Definitely an 8 a.m.
8 a.m. Get it out of the way in the morning.
Yes.
Nice. I feel like students are generally better off if they can get up and going first thing in the morning. So
I hate sitting still for long periods of time.
Nice.
So night classes are.
nice. All right. Well, again, congrats on a good season in cross country, a good start to track and field here, and we're looking forward to PA season 2 weeks, I think. A little over 2 weeks,
yeah.
so it's coming up quickly. So, well, we do appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
All right, this will do it for this edition of the Student Athlete of the Week. I'm Chris Matthews, joined today by Katryn Gatchell. Until next time, storm on.